So, after WHO has declared that COVID-19 is no more a global crisis, but at the same time, it has also issued a warning about something unexpected, about a possible breakout of the future pandemic. So, are we heading towards a new pandemic? What is this disease X about which we are going to talk about today? So let us find out in this session. Hello everybody, I'm Abhishek Singh and I welcome all of you in this very important session of Study IQ IAS English. So as the world is looming towards a new dangerous disease, that is disease X, so in this session we are going to talk in detail about this disease, as well as we will also discuss what are its symptoms and what are the other parameters, how to stay safe from it if it occurs, and other relevant details. So let us start without any further delay. So first of all, if we talk about the disease X, so what is the news exactly, guys? Basically, WHO chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, right? He has actually declared that the world is heading towards a great risk. In fact, at the 76th World Health Assembly, he highlighted that the end of the COVID-19 as a global health emergency is finally affirmed, but at the same time, the emphasis was given on the risk of a new upcoming disease. What is this disease? Let us find out. So guys, if we talk about this news, in fact, disease X that represents the knowledge that basically the serious international epidemic that could be upcoming, and in fact that could be due to the unknown factors, might be creating the havoc for the upcoming decades. And in fact, this term called disease X, this term was coined in 2018 when the WHO had included this unidentifiable, this new type of disease into the list of the WHO's priority diseases. Okay, priority diseases. Now, if we talk about the priority diseases, so the disease X is a part of those diseases. What characteristic does it have? Basically, it does have a few characteristics which are quite similar to the SARS-CoV-2 or the COVID-19 or the Wuhan virus that we call. Okay, so the similar symptoms like the high fever, persisting high fever, cough, etc. Then respiratory failure in the extreme cases. Such are the features which are related to this disease. Apart from that, if we talk about the origin of this disease, so it has got a viral origin, having the RNA virus that has got the ribonucleic acid at its genetic material. This disease X can be a zoonotic disease. What is the meaning of zoonotic disease? A zoonotic disease is basically the disease which originates from an animal due to a mutant factor or due to any genetic malpractice or malfunctioning, and later on it gets transferred to the human subjects. So, originating in the animals due to any factor, genetic factor, mutants, or due to any infectious bacteria or any new type of virus, any factor could be the causative agent of the disease in the animals. And if it is transferred from the animals to the human beings, this type of disease is known as the zoonotic disease. If we see the examples, it includes the examples like the HIV/AIDS, right? The HIV/AIDS, which was in the earliest possible time, it was identified in some primates in Africa, from which it reached to the human beings. Similarly, if we talk about Ebola, right? Ebola was also one of the diseases that was an animal disease in earliest and later on reached to the human beings. And the best example, the very recent COVID-19, okay, the entire scene that was created in the due to the COVID-19, in fact, that originated from the bats, but from the bats it just got transferred to human beings, and from there it just became a global epidemic, right? So this disease X also possesses similar type of danger because it is also a zoonotic disease. Now, if we talk about the meaning of the priority list of diseases, which is released by WHO. So WHO first published the list of the pathogens which could cause a deadly pandemic in 2017. Right. So the list was published in 2017. What was the list? List consisted of few diseases caused by pathogens, which could be which could be a future deadly pandemic, which could be in future a deadly pandemic. Currently, that list has got several diseases included. For example, the list currently includes the COVID-19, Ebola virus disease, right, Marburg virus disease, Lassa fever, Middle East respiratory syndrome, severe acute respiratory syndrome, that is SARS, right, Nipah and Zika, with the latest entry being disease X. Okay. Now, this topic is a quite relevant topic. In fact, it is a possible that in the upcoming examination we might find some questions related to this. What could be the probable question related to this? So guys, if we talk about a probable question, right, this could be of the nature, like here, for example, this could be a question based upon the statements. The statement 1 could be something like this, that consider the following, right, consider the following, right, consider the following statements regarding disease X, regarding disease X. Okay. Statement number 1, the disease X was included in the priority list, in the priority list of the diseases in 2017. Statement 2, the priority list of diseases is, right, released by WHO, is released by WHO. Statement number 3, it also, this list also has the diseases, right, including HIV AIDS, okay, HIV AIDS and COVID-19 and tuberculosis, okay, and tuberculosis. So now you have to find out that which of these 3 statements are incorrect. I am reading it once again for you. Consider the following statements related to disease X. Statement number 1 says disease X was included in the priority list of the diseases in 2017. Statement number 2 says the priority list that was released by WHO. Statement number 3 says it also has the diseases including HIV AIDS, COVID-19 and tuberculosis. Find out the correct statements, right, the correct statements, or say the incorrect statements. Incorrect statements, if you are supposed to find out which of the statements are incorrect. Statement number 1 is incorrect, okay. Statement number 1 is incorrect because disease X was included in the year 2018. This term was actually coined in 2018 and included in the list as well in the 2018 only, okay. Then if we talk about the second statement, the priority list was released by WHO, absolutely correct statement, okay, absolutely correct statement. Then it also has the diseases including the HIV AIDS, COVID-19 and TB. Only COVID-19 is the part of that disease. HIV AIDS and TB, etc., they are not the part of this priority diseases. So the tuberculosis basically is not the part, okay. So that means the incorrect statements are statement number 1 and statement number 3, okay. So such type of questions you can expect in the examination from today's topic. All right. Now if we talk about the future threats of the pandemic. So guys, according to the 2012 article in the journal called as Infection Control and Hospital Epidemiology, the possibility of an engineered pandemic that was really, really high. In 2012, this journal had forecasted that there might be a possible engineered pandemic that would be devastating the human civilization. And we just saw in 2019, 2020, 21, the COVID-19, it created such a havoc. All right. The release of such pathogens either through the laboratory accidents or through the destructive inventions, or then that means intentional release, as an act of the bioterrorism that could cost dearly the human civilization. Because basically such type of biological accidents or such type of intentional inventions, basically they could lead to probably an unknown type of disease, which would be the most disastrous, that would be called disease X. So this possibility, or you can call it as this probability, was actually worried about way back in 2012. However, this has become a reality 6 years later, like 2018, and currently the warning is issued by WHO about the probability, about the possibility of the occurrence of this disease X. And that is why this has become a really crucial time that we should be ready for it. In fact, let me tell you that another possibility is there, that a zombie virus basically that was logged in the permafrost, that was also released. You might have got the news recently that a group of viruses called as the Pandora virus, called as the Pandora virus, basically that is around 48,000 years old group of viruses, which was unearthed from the permafrost conditions in Siberian region by a team of the French scientists. So such type of unnecessary inventions, unnecessary changes, they would be disastrous in the upcoming time if the proper regulation, proper control, and proper you can say precautions won't be taken. Okay, so as you can see this picture here, right? The scientists revived 48,500 years old zombie virus buried in the ice. The samples were collected from the permafrost in the Siberian region of Russia. What was the need of that? Exactly, right? But nobody knows that what kind of consequences this might have in future. All right. So that's the high time that we should be very much careful, and we should be very much precautionary from taking all sort of precautions to remain safe from any such type of attack of unknown virus or any such type of disease called disease X. All right, everyone. So that is all in today's session, and thank you so much for watching it. And I hope that this would be helpful in creating some awareness, right? So if you happen to like this video, do not forget to share it among all your friends. And guys, please do like for such more sessions, for such more great sessions about the general awareness related things. I'm Abhishek Singh Rathore signing it off from now on. Thank you so much. Let's meet in the next lecture. Till then, take care, guys. Bye-bye and Jai Hind. Thank you.